Hello again, YouTube. This is the truth, man. Giving you the truth. I said it was iffy for me to make more video. I probably got a couple more in me today. I'm trying to beat the algorithm. That's why I make sure you hit the like button. YouTube, put it this way. They're not my biggest fan, So for me to get over the hump with these videos, I'm going to have to really push it. Really push them out, get some likes, get some comments, get some dislikes if need be. But need that feedback. So this is part of the Isaiah 4:1 series. And hopefully this particular, what I'm finna talk about, all you guys, including behind prison walls, y'all need to understand what y'all dealing with these women, man. There's been some tragic events happening lately in regards to these cheating women, these disrespectful women, and then you say, well, it ain't always us. And you're probably right, but a lot of times it is. A lot of times it is you. You just can't see the error of your own ways. So, I want to talk about monogamy on this one and how I've always had struggles with monogamy. Even going back to my teenage years, it just never worked for me. And I always knew, before I even studied the Bible, I always knew that something just seemed different about it. Now, disclaimer. Yeah, I know that I don't believe in mistreating or lying to females. I believe you should be upfront with them, let them know what you expect. And I believe that if you learn these things after the fact or your relationship crumbles, I don't think you should try to dog out the woman. And don't be acting all jealous if she gets somebody else. Because listen, if she was sexless, she wants somebody else. If she's argumentative, she wants somebody else. She's unsubmissive, she wants somebody else. Just live with it, man. Don't get yourself in trouble. Because people are getting themselves in trouble out here dealing with these women. If she choose somebody else, just let it go, man. Just let it go. Don't give up your freedom, and don't end your own self over these broads, man. They stink. Some of them, well, not all of them. Some of them smell very good. But I'm saying that you giving up your life for that VJ, man. That VJ go through all type of trials and tribulations on a monthly basis. It ain't nothing to give up, It's nothing to give up your lives over, your freedom over. Some of these dudes will press their luck. If it's just you and him, it's you and him. But don't try to go after no dude that your girl is choosing, that your wife is choosing. Because too many guys is doing this. And I could tell you, I always struggled with monogamy. I always knew that it was something very trifling about it. The more you understand the scripture and the more you study the scripture, the more you're going to understand that monogamy is the invention of man. It's not even God's system. You say, well, how you figure it's God's system? It says a bishop must be the husband of one wife. That wasn't in a commandment sense. That was in a common sense standpoint, that if you have multiple wives and you're a bishop, something is going to lack, and it's probably going to be your church. So that wasn't like God saying, all right, this is how it's going to be. No, because I can prove it to you. Read it for yourself. Read the whole chapter. 2 Samuel chapter 12. Pay close attention to the message that Nathan gave David straight from God. I can tell you, but I want you to read it for yourself. So basically, David wanted Bathsheba. So he set up Uriah to get killed because he thought he had a loophole in the commandment that a husband had to be dead for the wife to be able to remarry and have the blessing from the Most High. The Most High saw right through what he did and chastised him through the prophet. He said, I gave you all of Saul's wives, which was like 8 wives. He said, if you wanted more, I would have gave you even more. So what does that say? What does that say about monogamy and polygyny? That if it's okay with God, it's okay with us. Because he's righteous, we unrighteous. So let me tell you about something in college. Let me tell you, and this, you got to realize, when you grow as a man, your knowledge and wisdom is grown. This ain't no like slap towards my wife or towards any other woman. I'm just saying that it doesn't work for rarely anybody, and there's reasons behind it. So when I was in college, I had these 2 women. We'll just use the first initials of their name, T and K. I met one beforehand, was already established. Then I met the other one when school started. They both were pretty, they weren't no problem, put it that way. So I couldn't choose, and I ended up getting caught like we always do as men. Me lying to him and all this and all that. Not understanding polygyny, this, that. Got caught. After that, it was like a battle between them, basically. They knew about each other. And, you know, it just was problems. But why am I bringing this up? Because here's the thing that I believe the Most High is trying to get men to understand, is that we ain't built for it, and they ain't either. I'm going to tell you why women ain't built for it. Because do you know how many tasks a woman will have to do on a regular basis and if she doesn't, if she's not able to do them, so to speak, does that make her like a bad wife? It's a lot of responsibility. Like, for you to raise the kids and keep the house clean and to cook and to still have enthusiastic sex, that's a large responsibility for one woman. And that's why most of them can't do it. You know what they end up doing? Here's what they end up doing. They end up being argumentative, contentious, and domineering. And when you put them in their place, it's all you. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. Oh, you could do this better. All that. They grab a hold of anything they can to erase the fact that it was never intended for you to do all of this. And the older they get, in a lot of cases, the harder it becomes. I mean, think about it. 60-year-old woman, asking her to be sexual is asking a lot. She probably ain't got no eggs. And the eggs is what, like, stimulates the sex drive. That's part of what stimulates the sex drive in a woman. So they probably ain't got no eggs. And then you want her to be like she was 40 years ago. And then this is what they do. You're an older guy, you like young women that can be like that. Shame on you. You're a pervert. You should like women who don't even want to have sex. Even though in most cases, your wing ding still go straight up in the air. But you should stick to this woman with all these excuses and all these reasons not to fulfill your desires. That's what's going on. And so, and it's another thing, like the women who do still have drive, they withhold their drive from the guy that's paying the bills, the guy they live with in most cases. And they fulfill their drive on guys that ain't doing nothing for them, ain't gonna do nothing for them. Is that fair? That's not fair either. And then, once again, they have all these excuses. Oh, well, he ain't this, he ain't that. Okay, didn't the last 10 times all right, hurry up. You refusing to do this. Every month that goes by, a lot of them are refusing to do more and more acts. But you can't refuse to pay them bills. You can't refuse to protect the house. You can't refuse to come home every night. But they can refuse. Why? Because sugar spice and everything nice. Oh, they're so innocent. That's why. More demands. Everything you need. Arm twists. Responsibility. Increase. This is wrong. This is wrong. Huh? So let me get this straight. So you want me. This is what guys are supposed to be and probably saying today, so. You want me to go without sex to keep you. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy also. They want you to go without more and more things. Some guys can't even buy a sports car. Can't even buy what you want. To be with them, and for what? Punishing guys for loving their kids. I heard Ringo saying something. Hey, shout out to Ringo. Cause listen, in a lot of cases what he's saying is the truth. In closing. That a lot of times you ain't gonna be able to just have the cake and eat it too. You gonna either have to try to get full custody. Most guys, like, some people is willing to work. Some women will work with you. I'll say that. Full custody, or give her full custody. But when y'all start going at it, it's just not gonna stop in most cases. But anyway, this is the truth, man. Keep tuning in for more videos. The channel is No Matrix, No Simping. All subjects channel.